Yo, what is going on, guys? I got some BT6 double diamond games for you guys, and I am playing what I would say is one of the most powerful decks coming out of the set, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. This is Jesmon Red, so lots of awesome support cards here with Huckmon, Bao Huckmon, and Savior Huckmon. And Jesmon is just a very, very powerful card. I think a lot of people, maybe when they first saw him, they didn't fully register how good he is, but with all the other support cards, with the Sistermons and his old evolution line, he's kind of analogous to like Lord Nightmon in that deck, and we all know how powerful Lord Nightmon is in the Japanese meta and how crazy it's going to be when we finally get BT5, but Jesmon is kind of similar in the sense that you're really trying to spam the field by using his ability. Anyways, I'm playing off against a purple deck. You'll see he built up War Growlmon in the back. War Growlmon is a really cool card that has the Digiburst 3 effect where you can, revive a rookie from the trash. I'm going to play Huckmon or Hackmon, however you want to say his name. And he has the effect where I can reveal top 5 and add a Jesmon. I think it's a Royal Knight maybe, or anyways, it's Jesmon, a Hackmon, or a Sistermon, like 2 of those to your hand. So it searches a huge portion of your deck, which is really nice. And now I'm getting all set up with my ultimate and with my mega in hand. So I'm going to be trying to get out Jesmon as quickly as possible. You'll see that my opponent is going to just straight up use the Digiburst effect of War Growlmon, which is super good. So I was expecting some sort of maybe Chaos Gallantmon shenanigans. War Growlmon being able to get your rookie back is super nice, especially because they have really cool effects. Gabumon there lets you, draw 2 and trash 1 whenever this Digimon on top of him is destroyed. We're going to see a purple memory boost that is one of the newer promo cards, or at least I don't know if I'd call it a promo card, but it comes with the Gallant and all 4 starter decks. Basically, you get to just reveal the top 4, add a purple Digimon to your hand, and then the following turn you can activate, or any turn after that, you can activate the delay effect. So now he basically has it set up where he can, guarantee himself 3 memory at the start of his turn if he so chooses to do so. So that's really good. It kind of, I don't want to say makes Tamers obsolete, but it makes the Tamer requirement for like any deck a little bit less significant. Like you don't need to run Tamers because of the new Searches cards, which is really good. So you're going to see there, I go into the Rise Greymon, hopefully trying to draw into a Red Tamer. I am playing Tai, 2 different times of Tai, I believe. I'm playing the Kizuna Tai as well as the BT1 Tai. Unfortunately, none in my hand right now, but basically I'm just trying to go into Jesmon right now. I do have a couple of nice inherited effects with the Gigimon, with the Rise Greymon, as well as with the Bao Huckmon, which if you do have a Sistermon on the field, you can delete something with 5,000 or less DP. So that's just really nice to clear boards. We see the Ginkakumon over there in his breeding area. That guy's really cool because it kind of synergizes with purple and its whole strategy of like trashing cards in your hand and being able to get advantage off that. Now we see a Plutomon. Plutomon is kind of a pretty scary card because he lets you draw 2 and then you can play a 6 or lower cost option card from your hand for free. And oh my goodness, the Earth Shaker to take out both my Rise Greymon and my regular Greymon for free. That is a pretty crazy combo. So purple, is just getting stronger with all these new crazy option cards coming out. So, him being able to clear my board was pretty significant. I'm just going to be able to, try to recover. I do have the full evolution line in my hand, basically. I think I'm missing a champion, actually. So that's a little bit unfortunate. So once I get a champion, I think what I'm going to do is maybe just keep Agumon in the back because now I know kind of what deck he's playing, maybe a purple option variant. So then I'm just going to go for Sistermon Blonde or Blanc. I don't know how you say it. I'm pretty sure it's French or something. Basically, she just lets you draw a card whenever she's played, and then all your Sistermons get blocker if you do have a Jesmon, or maybe not Jesmon, a Hackmon Digimon or a Royal Knight, which includes Jesmon, right? So that's just 2 very, very solid effects. At the very least, you can always get a draw by playing her, so kind of like a Gabumon effect. We're going to see 2 attacks from the Plutomon because he does have the War Growlmon inherited effect, which allows you to delete something else on your field and then unsuspend that Digimon. So getting 2 attacks in with a 12,000 attacker is pretty solid for him because, he knows I'm playing Jesmon. Jesmon's only 11,000 in the security, so he's more than likely going to survive. And then we're going to see a Lady Devimon, allowing him to draw 2, trash 2, and then the Ginkakumon is going to activate, giving him 1 memory because I believe, yep, so we are going to see 2 cards trash from your own effect. So that's a really sweet combo. Lady Devimon, I've always said, is just like a really, really good purple ultimate, but it just becomes even better the more support cards we get. Then we're going to see Metal Gurumon, so we're definitely playing against a purple option card variant. Metal Gurumon lets you play a option card, a purple option card of 7 or less from your hand for free by, detaching 2 materials. So potentially up to 2 option cards. So maybe some Trump Swords or Hell's Gate or something like that. So unfortunately, still don't have a rookie in my hand. Sorry, not a rookie, a champion. So I think what might be the best here is to just go Hackmon again and then try to dig for the Bow Hackmon, the champion. So that I can, get the full evolution line, and there he is. So I'm going to grab that and then put the rest at the bottom of my deck. So now that I'm set up right, I've got the Agumon, which, by the way, I am playing the BT6 Agumon. I don't know if you'll see in these games, but I am playing Bond of Friendship, which I think is super powerful. I'll kind of get into that later. Maybe you might see it. I don't know. But anyway, so we're going to see a Gazimon, which is a little bit unfortunate because Sistermon Noir, I believe is her name. She's the one that, when played, lets you gain a memory, but Gazimon, of course, counters that, so that might be kind of annoying. We'll see another attack to security twice, one from the Metal Gurumon and the Plutomon. Jesmon coming in clutch, so the Metal Gurumon doesn't actually have any sort of boost, so it is only 11,000. So we're going to see some draws here from the Gabumon as well as the Demi-Meramon, some discards as well. So that is super clutch for me. Now what I can do is just try to build up in the back. But at this point, I only have 1 security, so I think this deck, of course, also has kind of the same weakness as Lord Nightmon, is if you don't get your win condition set up, if you don't start unloading, Digimon from your hand, then it's kind of easy to stop you. Like, basically, your opponent just needs to nuke your ultimates and prevent Jesmon from ever hitting the field, which is what my opponent's been doing. He's going to go Devimon, the 1-cost Devimon blocker. He still does have the purple memory boost on his side of the field, so I'm wondering if that'll come into play at some point. And I do have 2 blockers because the Sistermons do gain blocker from the Hackmon. So yeah, we're going to actually see the purple memory boost activated, giving him 2 memory, and then going into War Growlmon, potentially giving him 3 Digimon for next turn. However, one won't be able to attack, but we might see some more shenanigans with maybe a Metal Gurumon, another Plutomon or something, so that might be a little bit unfortunate. So he's taking control of this game. I'm going to just go ahead and play the Tai Kamiya for 4, and then I'm actually going to gain 1 memory from the BT6 Agumon because he does give you memory every single time you play a Tai. So that's nice. I do have 2 blockers up on the board right now, so keep that in mind. He's going to attack with the Plutomon, not going to use the unsuspending effect of the War Growlmon, though I think he could have if he would. Yeah, he could have gone War Growlmon, brought back a rookie, and then attacked twice with Plutomon. But I would have had to block twice, so he still wouldn't have won, but, he could have done that. He's going to bring back the Gazimon, which unfortunately does kind of, hurt my deck a little bit. But I am guaranteed 3 memory with Tai next turn, so hopefully I'll be able to do something. But at this point in the game, yeah, he's going to go Lilithmon for 3, drawing a card, and then Lilithmon has the super nice effect where you get to, get back 2 option cards, and he's actually going to grab the purple memory boost from the trash, which is kind of crazy. So then I'm going to start with 3 because of Tai, and then unfortunately, I just don't really have anything. You see Judgment of the Blade there, which is really cool option card. It allows any of your Hackmons, and maybe Royal Knights, I keep forgetting. Yeah, anyways, it allows any of your dudes to attack an unsuspended Digimon, and then pair that with something like Jesmon, who gets piercing. It's just a super powerful card, especially for only 1 cost. So I'm going to go Bow Hackmon, and then, Digivolve draw from that. Still got 2 blockers. I'm wondering if there are any more Sistermons in my hand I could play, though. Yeah, I do have a couple more Sistermons in my hands. So I'm just going to go Savior Hackmon, which is a really, really good card. Like, he has a super nice effect where when he's Digivolve, you get to just play a Sistermon from your hand for free. So I'm going to play the other Sistermon Blanc and draw another card. So triple blockers on my side of the field right now, but he does actually, because he's got the Plutomon that can unsuspend itself, so he's going to, kill the Gazimon, attack. I have to block. He's going to attack with the Plutomon once again. Again, I have to block as 0 security, and then he's going to attack with the Lilithmon, which actually does also have the War Growlmon underneath this, so then he can probably just kill the Plutomon, because at this point he's going for game anyways, like, it doesn't matter. He can probably just kill the Plutomon and then attack again with the Lilithmon, and that's exactly what he's going to do, yep. So we're going to see War Growlmon, delete one of your other Digimon to to unsuspend. That is a once per turn, but it's a once per copy. So in game 2, my opponent's going to start again. Looking at my hand, it is much better this time around. You'll see I have the Tai Kamiya from last Kizuna over there. He's a 3-cost tamer, which lets you gain a memory and draw a card anytime an Agumon or a Greymon is coming out of your breeding area, which is super nice because I'm playing tons of Agumons and tons of Greymon. I just like it as a really nice engine to guarantee yourself, and another memory next to draw helps you get to your Jesmon quicker. Even though you are playing a lot of searching cards, lots of drawing cards like Sister Mont Blanc and Hackmon and all that stuff, it is nice to be able to get the extra draw because sometimes you only do have 4 copies of Jesmon. So anyways, I'm just going to Digivolve straight into Agumon and then play the Tai. My opponent is going to go into the Lady Devimon there for 3, so putting me back at 1. He's going to draw some cards and discard some cards. No Ginkakumon on him, so he's not going to gain a memory off of that or anything. But now that he does have the Lady Devimon inherited effect, my Agumon is potentially at risk because if he plays an option card, maybe if he plays like a Night Raid, or you see the Jack Raid there that he discarded, so he might have another one in his hand. That'll just like get rid of any of my rookies. So it might be best to get rid of that Agumon as soon as possible, or Digivolve it, whatever. So I'm going to gain a memory, draw a card, and then I'm just going to play the Sister Mont Blanc, draw another card. Now you'll see that I've got the full package. I've got the Monochromon, which, it's a blocker. I don't care. I'll just Digivolve it. I need to get to Jesmon. We'll see the Metal Garurumon put down for 3, so I'm wondering, like, Heat Viper wouldn't do too much here because he doesn't have another Digimon. Like, he'd have to, like, play something and then Heat Viper, so yeah, but I don't know what else he played, like either Night Raid or like Jack Raid or something. So I'm just going to go into Monochromon. I figure, what, let me just build up in the back, because now I've got Rise Greymon with the Tai, so I can go Rise Greymon top of the Monochromon. So the next turn I can play Tai for free, and then if I do have 3 memory, I'll be able to bring out Jesmon, and I've got lots of Sistermons, even though, even if the Sistermon on field dies right now, it doesn't matter, because Jesmon's super nice. I can bring him back from the trash. Now my opponent is going to go Metal Garurumon into security again. I feel so bad, because this is the second time it's happened. He's going to swing and then run into the Jesmon and security. Again, Metal Garurumon is only 11,000, so he's going to draw some cards, discard some cards from his inherited effect, but that gets rid of that threat. Like, that was kind of very lucky for me. So then my opponent is still at 2 memory. He's just going to play, I believe that is Ginkakumon for 5, which is not too bad, honestly. Putting me at 3 is fine. But because I do have the Rise Greymon coming out, he is a Greymon, so then I'm going to be able to gain 1 memory and draw a card. I missed that right here, but I'll correct it in a second. I am also going to play the Tai from the Rise Greymon effect. So yeah, there we go. Gain a memory, draw a card, and then trash 2 to play the Tai. So now I've got 2 Tais on my field, guarantee myself 3 memory, and then potentially 4 if I got another Agumon coming out. I'm just going to go into Jesmon for 3, and now I've got Jesmon with, a couple of very powerful effects, because then now I'm going to activate Judgment of the Blade, so then I can give my Royal Knight Jesmon here the ability to attack unsuspended Digimon, so I'm going to be able to attack his Ginkakumon, play the Sistermon Noir, gain a memory, gain 3,000 and piercing, gain 2,000 from the from the Baby Demon, and then reduce his Ginkaku by 2,000. So whatever that math ends up to be, he's not dying to anything. Don't get the security attack +1 from the Tai because he doesn't have 4 materials, but because I did end up trashing some of them from the Rise Greymon, but that's okay, because then I'm just going to go into Monochromon, and now you can look at the overwhelming advantage I have. By the way, Sistermon Noir's effect is during both players' turn, which is another parallel to Lord Nightmon, which makes him, like, really broken. So I've got a 13,000 Jesmon. I've got 4 blockers on field, because Monochromon, and then all my Sistermons are blocker, because of Sistermon Blanc's effect. And then next turn, I'll start my turn with 3, and then I'll be able to Digivolve into Agumon, Greymon, or whatever, and then potentially, if I draw into, like, Bond of Courage or something, that'll be even more crazy. So he's just going to Hell's Gate, which is definitely a good move. You do not want to keep Jesmon on field, like, at all, because he can just get you so much more advantage. I'm just going to go ahead and Digivolve into the Agumon there, and I don't have a Savior Hackmon in my hand, but I do have the Rise Greymon. Unfortunately, like, no other tamers, so that's not going to be too helpful. I might end up cutting, like, Rise Greymon a little bit. I think I'm playing 4 at this point. Maybe cut him for, like, a level 5 vanilla or something, I'm just going to play the Hackmon and then go into the Savior Hackmon. There he is. So that's super nice. Again, that's another reason why Hackmon is super good. I put those cards in my trash for some reason. I correct that later. Again, I don't know what I was thinking when I was filming, so I'm sorry, guys. But anyways, I'm just going to Digivolve into Savior Hackmon, play the Sistermon Blanc from my hand, and draw cards. So I've got 7 Digimon in play. 7 Digimon. There's like almost nothing my opponent can do. He's got 1 blocker. He's going to play another Devimon. Again, that's like, it's still not enough with how many cards. This is a swarm deck. This is crazy. People were saying Jesmon's like a more balanced Lord Nightmon, which I would agree with, but the Sistermons make it like so much crazier. And the fact that Jesmon can revive from trash, like this deck is really good. Like it's actually crazy. So anyway, so I'm going to start my turn with 5. I'm going to Digivolve into Greymon for 2, and then drew the Jesmon off top deck. So I'm going to be able to go into him, and then just like there's no way my opponent's going to be able to do anything. So yeah, you see there, I was messing around with my trash there. So those cards were supposed to go on the bottom of my deck. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But now I can just go ahead and like bait out the blockers, maybe with the Sistermons. Jesmon will get piercing if I decide to use this effect and play another Sistermon from hand. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and attack with my Sistermon Blanc. It's going to die, but then I can just bring it back with Jesmon and then draw another card, and then Jesmon will gain piercing. He also does have security attack +1. So yeah, because I played another Digimon, Jesmon will get piercing, and then he also gets unsuspended because of Savior Hackmon. So that effect is also crazy. The potential to attack twice for multiple security checks. And Jesmon's effect to play a Sistermon is not once per turn, by the way. So I'm just going to play another Sistermon, draw some more cards, and like, he can't block because it has piercing, right? It's crazy. So then with 2 blockers left and all my Digimon on field, that's just going to be game. So guys, that's going to be game. If you did enjoy, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.